everyone. My name is Ahmad Muzaki Al-Fatir, but you can call me Fatir. I am a student of the University of August 17, 1945 Surabaya, and my student identification number is 13124000175.
My name is Gerald Gadama with student ID 13124000181.
My name is Astrikita Jayani Putri with number 13124000103.
My name is Virgia Puspa Aurora Hanafi with student ID 13124000097. Before getting into the main discussion in this video, allow me to be briefly introduce the topic that we will be covered in this video. In this video, we will discuss topics related to international law in the field of environmental protection, which is currently a significant global issue. First discussion in this video, we will review the concept of Pachamama. In this video, we discuss briefly introducing Pachamama. So, Pachamama can be interpreted as way of life that views nature as a living entity that has its own right. The concept of Pachamama has been recognized and regulated in the legal system of Ecuador and shows many changes, one of which is that many are centered on nature. The next topic we will discuss is about various environmental problems occurring in Indonesia. There are many environmental issues in Indonesia that are already known to the government. And in some cases, the government even chooses to turn a blind eye to these environmental problems. So, in this video, we will discuss several environmental issues. For example, pollution, deforestation occurring in places such as Papua, the impact of climate change, and also the increasing damage to ecosystem which is becoming more concerning. And as a conclusion, we will also present the summary of all the discussion that have been explained. We hope this video can provide insight as well as increase understanding of environmental issues from the perspective of international law. And as a closing, we will also present the conclusion of the entire discussion that has been outlined. We hope this video can provide insight and increase understanding regarding environmental issues from the perspective of international law. Okay, let's move on the discussion of the first topic, which will be explained by other group member.
Now, I will briefly explain the concept of Pachamama. Pachamama is a concept rooted in indigenous culture of the Andes region, especially in Ecuador and Peru. The term means Mother Earth and represents nature as a living entity that gives life and maintains ecological balance. For indigenous communities, human and nature are deeply connected and must coexist in harmony. This concept was later adopted into modern law. In 2008, Ecuador became the first country in the world to include the right of nature in this constitution. In this constitution, Pachamama is recognized as a legal entity with rights. The rights include, first, the right to have its existence respected. Second, the right to recover and be restored. Third, the right to maintain its ecological cycles and process. And the last, the right to be free from significant environmental harm. With this recognition, nature is no longer treated merely as a resource to be exploited, but as a legal subject that must be protected. This approach encourages humans to take greater responsibility in preserving the environment. The concept of Pachamama has also inspired many countries and environmental movements around the world, offering a more holistic and sustainable perspective on the relationship between humans and the natural world.
Does Indonesia have a cooperative relationship with Ecuador in the environmental field? Yes, Indonesia has cooperative relations with Ecuador in the environmental sector, particularly in biodiversity conservation, marine biodiversity, and climate change mitigation. In 2025, the Indonesian House of Representatives (DPR RI) and the Ecuadorian Parliament held bilateral discussions. They highlighted potential collaboration in environmental matters, including sustainable energy and maritime ecosystems. Indonesia Forest Minister Mr. Sugiono recently coordinated with Ecuador on marine research in the Pacific. The goal is to strengthen the protection of marine biodiversity from climate threats. In international forums like UN Habitat, both commit to preserving natural habitats and tropical forests as primary carbon sinks. This relationship has been strong since 2007. At that time, Pertamina and Petro Ecuador agreed on sustainable oil and gas exploration cooperation, while emphasizing tropical forest issues and global climate change. The joint press statement from the presidents of both countries also underscored environmental energy for a green future.
Here I will explain the final part, namely the constellation of the existence of Pachamama with Indonesia. Constellation, the Pachamama concept developed in Ecuador, represent a philosophical and legal concept that positions nature as a subject with the right to life, development, and restoration. Recognition of nature rights is explicitly enshrined in the Ecuadorian Constitution, making Pachamama not only a cultural value but also a foundation for environmental protection policy. In the Indonesian context, various environmental problems such as deforestation, pollution, natural resource exploitation, and the impact of climate change demonstrate that the relationship between humans and the environment still tend to be exploitative. When viewed from a Pachamama perspective, the situation reflects a substantial recognition of nature as an entity that must be respected and protected comprehensively. Regarding international relationship, there is not bilateral cooperation between Indonesia and Ecuador, specifically based on the Pachamama concept. This is because Pachamama is not an instrument of international cooperation but rather a philosophical concept adopted in Ecuador's national legal system. Nevertheless, both countries share a commitment to environmental issues, demonstrate through participants in global forums such as the United Nations and the Conference of the Parties. Thus, it can be concluded that Pachamama does not form the basis for direct environmental cooperation between Indonesia and Ecuador. However, its values remain relevant as an alternative approach to strengthening environmental policy and awareness in Indonesia, particularly in effort to build a more harmonious relationship between human and nature. That's all the explanation from our group. If there are any shortcomings in what we convey, we apologize Thank you.